Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They motion Dell over left. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush a passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
Call that punt a 52-yard effort, and the Colts will take over. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Jukes one defender. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They motion the slot man right. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second and 3 now. Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
touchdown from the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Jason Myers lining up for the field goal try. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Taylor again. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts drive their lead to 11. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return starts from the goal line. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
On play action, here's Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of them. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Play action with Richardson. He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So that brings up second down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Third and long, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Putting a receiver in motion. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go again with Taylor. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 13. This one finds Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Tight end going in motion here. Taylor will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Working quickly here.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
That one's out and cut on the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts push their lead to 18. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Daniel Scott with the pick. And the Colts get it back as he ties the single-season record. That's his 14th interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He's got his man, that's Alec Pierce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Taylor. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Point after, up and good from Bates. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Jones. He's got a lane up past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Kenny Moore there to make the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. the 39. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back to throw, Stroud. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts have the football as he records his 12th INT of this season. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense. These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
From the 20 on 2nd down. On target to his man Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts looking for a score before halftime. They are now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Has it in close. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Jones. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. They've got 1st down from the 31. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 47. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to him. He's got to gain a 6 there. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 40 on 2nd down. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Drops back. Needs an open man.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Motioning him from the slot right. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number 1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Hauled in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Texans grab it!
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Keeping it with Mixon. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on first. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now, first round. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own.
Has room down the left sideline. At the 20. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts tack on 7 more to their lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Jones. Good looking return here, and he's got room. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. They've got first down from the 31. Running it with Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go.
From the 38. Complete to Diggs out left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Now the give to Mixon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the Colts into the dime set for 3rd down. On the ground again with Mixon. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Running for it, Mixon. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I'll be honest with you, seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
Here's Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Thankfully, only... Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Pass complete to Mechie. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And the Colts sending 6 DBs out there. Dime package, 3rd down coming. Now a give to Mixon. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Oh, he trucked that defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Again, he hits the second level. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. From the gun, Taylor. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Taylor again. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Even 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Running right, this is Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the play, and now they've got 4th down and 6. Wow, they must really trust in this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Now we're on the draw with Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Texans trying to do some window dressing. Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Left side into the hands of Dell. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
From the 29. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And in for the Houston touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.
mode. 9-7. Bust a bust. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that'll get with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit, do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all of be always serving us. All up in between they